I don't know what they're called.
So you're looking for information that relates these two items with other items.
Or with each other, I think.
With each other.
Or with each other. He says, I would be willing to help you, however, you would have to make it worth my time. I do have other duties I need to carry out within this great library.
What is your price, good sir?
Well, what is your offer? A suitable donation to the Church of Iwari would be appreciated.
I offered 50 gold.
He accepts your 50 gold. Thank you generously. This will feed my friend. 50 months.
He's just gonna quit his job now.
Yeah, but he's not gonna keep it because it's a donation to church. Otherwise, you know.
Otherwise, Trump.
Yes, that's correct. But you can still connect with something else.
Yeah.
However, this will involve a roll. So the priest will also make a religion roll to see if he is successful. Because he doesn't have like Google, like he has to go research
I
himself.
imagine he's more religion than me.
Oh, he is because he is a cleric.
It'll be hilarious. He gets assists you. He gives you a +2.
Again, if I roll low,
Which you did.
There's probably a penalty. Do you know why?
Because metagaming.
No, not even metagaming. What did Kevin told us like earlier this session and last set or 2 sessions ago? All the books on the hourglass is checked out by the other guy already.
Yeah, but
There's probably not many books left.
it might be an obscure reference in the book, and it's not necessarily
Okay, so-
about the hourglass.
you do find something. I'm just trying to figure out what thing to give you.
And you look
Okay.
at faith.
I have
You
no-
don't find any text, obviously, like Duran said. The hourglass text on the hourglass all gone. So hourglass connected anything else is all gone. However, you do find specifically the clockwork heart being linked to 3 other artifacts. So I'll tell you the 3 other artifacts.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what the priest is telling you.
Mhm.
The first one is the Eye of Unseeing. The second one is the Hand of Kronos, and the third one,
Okay.
okay, and the third one is the Rune of Hate. However, we'll save time and say there is currently no information in this library regarding the Rune of Hate or the Hand of Kronos. However, the Eye of Unseeing is apparently quite well known by everybody in this area. It's not a secret.
Oh, well, how
But he
convenient.
tells you, if you want me to look for the information on the Eye of Unseeing, you know, another donation would be appreciated, or you can just look for it yourself because I am a busy cleric, man.
No, thank you, thank you, sir, for your time.
Okay.
I can find information on the Eye of Unseen.
Meanwhile, Sasha and Asha, as we'll say at this point, Sir Eric has got up to leave you. As he gets up to leave, before he leaves the room, he turns back and he says, one more word of advice. Beware the creature that is known as the Feaster.
Oh,
Yes.
it sounds like the thing we saw in the water.
No, that was sharks.
Those were sharks. Beware the creature known as the Feaster. It is a terrible agent of Hestra. Should it seek to harm you, get away as fast as possible. Even members of my order show great fear over this creature.
The agent of terrible.
Yeah.
Power.
Some would say a lesser known avatar of Hestra, the Feaster.
What does it do? I guess destroy.
Well, I've never seen it, so he says it is pretty much chaos and destruction. And unless you are incredibly mighty, it would be difficult to stand against it. So just flee. It's like even me with my noble, knightly honor, I would flee from such a dangerous creature. Or pretty much he's just warning about creature. Alright? Alright, back to Urbag and the Count. Now, given information on the 5 different artifacts,
I know the names.
you know the names of the 5 different artifacts.
Yes.
Hourglass, Clockwork Heart, Eye of Unseen, Hand of Cronus, and Ruin of Hate.
Yep, the rune of hate.
Ted. Do you share the information?
It's so
Like,
private.
Paying 50 gold for it.
I mean, you don't have to share that information.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like I probably should.
You should definitely tell the count.
So you guys just left the room, right?
Sure.
Oh yes, they have just left the room or they're meeting with Sir Eric.
And Sir Eric's still walking out with them.
No, he's left to go research on his own.
So I walk up to these two
Yes,
because they count.
he's there.
Would he come near Aisha?
Anyway, I'm like, okay, so
Wait, which two?
these two, Aisha and Sasha, because pointing doesn't work when you're not on video.
What do you wish to do?
So
Are you intimidated by her?
I paid for some information from the clerics.
I put my finger up to your mouth and say, let's go here first. And we go into the room.
Wars, listen. This is our library. Now hear everything.
Yes, but at least before everyone here.
Okay. You go into the private reading room and close the door behind you. So say all four of you are in the room, unless you choose not to.
So you said I wasn't there, Tina.
No.
I open the door. Close it.
And I opened the door again.
See now the number of your leads is double. That's just
What's that?
Right. What was it?
all the sounds.
It's a dog.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Hello, smelly dog.
I found this information.
You might want to turn off the heater because it's kind of hot.
The
Oh, yeah, okay, fair
hourglass. There's nothing. Box is still all out.
We knew that.
We don't know anything about it. But the cleric guy, he found out the information for me because I couldn't.
About using resources wisely.
The clockwork heart, Kensington's heart, Voltrons with 3 other artifacts. The Eye of Unseen, which apparently everyone around here knows about. The Hand of Kronos, and the Rune of Hate.
Since he
No information about the Hand of Kronos and the Rune of Hate, but like screeds and screeds about the Eye of Unseen. And that guy over there knew about it, and those guys knew about it.
can
And
do
even like Bob from accounting knew about it.
since he
Knowledge
mentioned it, can I do a knowledge arcana since it sounds like a magical item?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Can I do the same?
Yeah, you.
I'm not.
27.
23.
I'll do it anyway.
You have heard of the Eye of Unseen.
Oh yeah, I know that thing.
You guys all know about it.
From its description,
I know
you
that.
have heard that it is a marble-sized emerald sphere, priceless in value. It is said to have been the eye of a being that gazed upon creation itself. However, it has never been detected as magical, and as far as you know, it is a valuable piece of jewelry.
It's just a
So
gem.
it's a priceless marble.
It's
eye.
a priceless emerald sphere,
Emerald
the
sphere.
size of a marble. And of course, legends and lore tells you that it's said to be the eye of a being that gazed upon creation itself. However, you know better. It's never been detected as magical or an artifact, and it's for all intents and purposes it's just treasure. It's priceless. Oh, yeah, trinket kind of gemstone.
Whoever's explaining this to the group,
Me.
I nod as if, yeah, I knew that.
Or would you be going, no, that's all bullshit that comes out
What
of
did
you?
you roll?
You know who owns it?
It wasn't actually too bad. It was,
You'd have to research in this library.
It might have been enough.
Wait, what?
But with what we With our 27 and our 23, we don't know who owns it.
Yeah, okay, I'll speed things up and says, it
Because
is
it's
currently
the same
owned by a Mr. McChum living within a free
Mr. McChum.
Mr. Alistair McChum.
Make
Alastor, one word. McChum, McChum.
Well, he's less cartoonish with the first name Alistair.
Did you run out of names?
Everything has its purpose. Everything has its purpose.
well, McChum, CL, Shark People,
Shark
it all
Bait
links.
Hoo-ha.
It all links.
There's a theme.
They're all fishermen. I was on the right track when I was
If anyone
fishing.
wants to roll a knowledge local or knowledge nobility, you may.
I do not have those trained.
I don't.
I don't have nobility.
No, no, no.
Even I don't have mobility, and
But
Wait,
make your roll.
You haven't trained it.
All
I've
the
got one. I've
Oh,
got
no. You have no ranks.
You have no
this-
ranks in it. Knowledge needs ranks.
this makes perfect sense though, because all this time the Count has thought that he's noble,
But he's not.
but he's actually not.
Is he?
He doesn't have any knowledge.
I'm really well trained in nature for some reason. I feel like I just put that in the wrong row.
I'll roll.
We need nature for
I'll
finding
roll
alchemical stuff.
nobility.
Okay.
21.
21 is enough to tell you that he is a recluse of sorts, an eccentric old man. He lives in the richer side of town by himself. He has a little, well, not little, but he has a townhouse within the city of Freeport. Getting directions to his house will not be that difficult. It's not like some sort of hidden place or anything. And his name is fairly well known in the kind of, we'll say like collector of,
Strange and unique oddities.
yeah, strange and unique oddities. Kind of like,
the collector.
not the collector, what's the thing? Well, collector collects like things. Like the Greatest Showman, but this guy collects items of
Like the
strange-
collector?
No, but the collector collected living things.
No,
He
he
had like
collected
guys.
everything. Yeah, he
Literally
collected
anything
everything.
that
But
was
this,
rare.
this guy just collects things, not
Okay.
people or
Basically, like me and man.
animals. Yes, sure.
Okay, outside of character, you know what this means? Time for a heist.
Or we can go talk to the guy.
Dun,
Why
dun,
go
dun,
wrong?
dun, 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 dun,
This
dun,
is
dun,
evil.
dun,
These things are evil. We've
Is
got to use them to
dun.
take out.
It's just a really expensive piece of jewelry.
This is for the greater good. We've got to vault from these artifacts together.
Okay, so
Hester.
At the same time, the more we get, the more we're going to get hunted ourselves. And it's getting late. And
Is it late? It's like
Wait, in
4.
game
It's like
or
3 o'clock.
in game, no, it's getting closer to 5 by now.
It's only like 5.
and
Getting closer to 5,
people are
the
watching us in town.
What?
We don't necessarily know that.
That's fine. I've got enough invisibility to.
Oh, there's that.
the sun is beginning to set, and you can tell the curators are reminding the people who are in the library that it's like kind of almost closing time.
Half an hour bell.
Yeah, kind of
Last call.
last call where they close at about 6. As far as you know, you have exhausted, unless you've got other things you wish to chase up. But you do have 2 solid leads.
Oh, I have a,
Alistair McChum
I have a-
and
I might go by.
I have a-
Vane.
I have a question.
Galtha Vane. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there any reference to who the eye belonged to, like which deity or which?
Actually, there were no references to that. Because it is not regarded as a magical item, it's regarded as jewelry.
Okay.
That's what most people think, a gemstone.
If we search Kronos,
Yes. You actually don't find much. You think it may refer to a god or deity named Kronos. However, there has nothing really been connected in terms of his hand. Like,
no, I'm not looking for his hand.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I search for followers of Kronos?
you can indeed search for Kronos. You may roll knowledge religion.
No.
There is no known religion or follower of such a being, as far as you know.
Because you know the hand.
Mhm.
Disciple.
Visibility last.
What?
I'm just checking how long visibility lasts.
I would start
Okay.
heading back to the inn.
Okay.
How far away? Okay, let's leave. How far away is Mr. McChum's house?
It will take you no more than 20 minutes
Okay.
to reach the area where his house is.
Okay,
I'm like,
let's go break into this guy's house.
no, I don't like that.
I'm down.
Yes.
I would explain that if someone of noble birth, you should know that people don't like greeting people in the evening unless they've been previously announced and welcomed to their houses.
Yeah, I'm not going to greet him. It's kind of the opposite of that.
Which
do
is
you,
gonna
do you have a problem with
smash
this guy
you.
stealing? What kind of?
I do have a problem with this guy stealing. That's why I'm trying to divert from stealing. I'm slightly more tactful than you are, and don't directly punch.
It's
the
funny, in my-
information into the face.
When I wrote this, I knew you guys would go straight for the heist.
He,
But that is not the only way to do things. I'm saying. Like, I have prepared for it.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm going to start. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna start walking over to the guy's house.
Okay, so you see the count obviously walking towards the direction. So it's in the opposite direction of your inn. He's walking towards the known residence of Alistair McChum.
For once, I happily follow the count.
Is there going to be a party split, or is there something interesting going to happen this night in
Try and
Freeport?
stop us from heisting.
yeah, well, we tell the guard, they'll stop him.
I mean, you gotta be reasonable. Don't.
And 3, 2, 1, visibility.
Yep.
That's right. How long does it last?
Mine's
Well, the thing is, you guys also, the remaining two characters also know the directions to the thing.
Mine's
So it's
one
not
minute
hard. You
per
don't, I wouldn't even need to make you.
you
make
can
a roll.
fly and carry me.
Like I said, it's not a hidden.
Don't know if I can actually. How much do you weigh?
Fuck all.
I can carry fuck all.
Knowing that I can't.
You
stop
carried
him,
me before.
Have I?
Well, the thing is, you can talk to the guy.
I would try and talk to the guy.
Yeah.
I would try and.
You
get
can
more
talk to the
information.
guy before irreparable damage has been
Yeah.
done.
Before they disappear,
Yes.
can I suggest that they at least give me a chance to diplomatize? If I fail in my diplomatizing, then you can heist away.
You sure?
If I
Like, are you gonna help?
if,
This is
if
okay.
I can't talk to him and get what I need, I will not be part of your heist.
Won't be part of, but will
Okay.
snitch us out.
I didn't say that.
I'm willing to let you try the diplomacy option. And when that fails, then we'll do the heist.
What does Asha want to do? Are you gonna follow Sasha's lead, or are you gonna go with heist?
I'm not gonna go with the heist.
Okay, are
Wait,
you gonna
are
follow
you
Sasha?
lawful good as well?
No, I'm not lawful good. I'm just
What are you?
neutral.
Oh, maybe totally.
Alright.
Wait. I'm going to,
Yes.
and I'm gonna
It's gonna be amazing.
I'm gonna blatantly lie
To who?
to Sasha
Okay.
and say, sure, I'll let you try and diplomatize and won't try a heist until you've diplomatized.
You may roll a bluff check.
25.
Oh, great. 31 to.
Well, Asha obviously doesn't.
I
believe
got
you.
like bullshitting. Total bullshit.
Sasha may roll.
I got a 20.
What's your bonus?
That's no.
Total.
It's my
Oh, your total is 20. What was your roll?
25. I don't
You
know
no,
if-
you believe. Sorry, you don't believe him because her Asha's exclamation of "that's bullshit" has given you a bonus.
No, but isn't it just like a +2?
No, it's
Yeah.
it depends on the magnitude of the lie. For example, if you told me the sky is green, and even though like you pass your bluff check, there is like a huge bonus because I can just look up and go, the sky's not green. Not right now,
The
anyway.
real question is,
So you don't believe Urban?
do what you perceive to be blue is blue?
Yeah, that is.
That's
the
a different question
That's a
altogether.
different question then.
Because the sky could in fact be green,
Perception is different.
that you are told. That
Then
it
I will
is.
make a perception check.
And not
But
what it
in
is.
any case, you do not believe Urban. Well, both of you don't believe Urban.
He definitely doesn't believe her, because he knows.
He knows. You're not lying to him.
I would like to go ahead with the heist, but I'll be willing to give Sasha a go. She can just ask for it, and it's probably easier.
You make your way to his townhouse.
Having failed my
Okay, you make your way to Alistair McChum's townhouse. You find yourself in front of a rather
On the way there, can we make it so that we make sure that Eric and his squires aren't following us?
Eric has not noticed you leaving the library and he's still in there. His squires are outside, however, they don't seem to be paying much attention to you. You can roll sneak checks if you wish. Unless you roll a 1. They completely notice you walking down the steps and they kind of like nod at you, you know, because you were kind of,
You get to like doing this, and I was like, what are you doing?
yeah, they were like, yeah.
That timing was great though. I'm giving you roll a 1.
I'm gonna ask her, along the way, can I just make a stop by to buy some scrolls?
You may okay, you are allowed to buy scrolls if you
Okay.
wish. These
Yeah.
magical scrolls?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll let you sort that out.
I've
You must pay
already,
the usual price.
yeah, the prices all set. Okay.
Alright, again, you find yourselves in front of the townhouse after his little shopping trip. It's getting closer to about 5:30 by now. The townhouse itself appears to be old, however, you can tell that it is one of the more richer properties in this city.
Is it dark yet?
It's getting dark.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay, wait, let me. A tiny cat can be seen scratching outside the door as you approach, so you knock on the
Sense
door.
motive.
Sense motive cat? Sure, you may roll.
I'm saying.
The cat totally wants to get in the house.
Yes.
The cat's hungry as well. You knock the door, and an old human nobleman, grey-haired, slightly overweight, greets the door, and he looks at you very suspiciously. Can I help you, lady?
Hello, I am Sasha Pandesar, daughter to the High Overseer of Solidarity.
He seems impressed by the words, like your credentials, kind of like your noble speech, kind of.
Yeah.
The way you carry yourself.
Yeah, it's kind of standing back, like maybe like 10 feet back, so I can observe what's going on, but
Yeah.
I'm not participating.
Okay. He says, how can I help you, Sasha Pandesar?
I have been sent here by the good Captain Bothan.
Yes, I know of him.
Really?
Well, he just says, yes, I know of him.
We are currently holding an investigation into the event that happened the other night at the theatre.
I've heard of no such event. However, if I can help you, I will.
I inform you of such event and what happened.
Okay, he says, that seems to have nothing much to do with me. I don't see how I am involved.
This event
Mhm.
and us participating in it has led us to discovering the events that happened at the port and inform him loosely of what happened at the port as far as the ship being attacked by sea elves.
Yep. He seems quite troubled that like evil invaders kind of attacking ships out just near Freeport, a kilometer away from the port itself. However, he again kind of stressed that I don't see what this has to do with me. I am no merchant
We
or
have,
shipping captain.
we have recently gained information
Mhm.
that they believed that the Eye of Unseeing was on that ship.
His eyes narrow as you mention the eye, and he looks around outside his door, and he whispers, "Come on in then. No point discussing this on the streets where riffraff can overhear."
Exactly.
What? Yeah, like those guys behind us.
Just come in.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I run up and then also come in.
I don't know. Oh, the riffraff's coming.
Well, he invites you all four in because he can kind of tell that you are with Sasha. He ushers you in. All of you.
I introduce my party members.
Yep.
The mighty Count of Saint Germain.
He looks at you and he goes, "Strange mask you wear. Is it custom in your land of Saint Germain that a mask is to be worn indoors?"
I just kind of ignore him.
Yes, he's very disfigured.
Okay. He says, "My condolences."
It's self-inflicted.
The tiefling woman who spoke to you is Aisha.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a last name.
She is rather blunt with her words, so take them at little heed. She hasn't learnt the diplomacy that we have
I don't think we should.
notwithstanding have.
I
Okay,
don't
he
like-
nods knowledgeably, rather understandably, because he has dealt with people. Yep.
And this is the great bard Urbag, famous throughout the land for his works.
I took my hat because I have one.
Ah,
It has a feather.
I have heard of you, Sir Urbag. It is good that you grace my humble home with your presence.
He's actually heard of me.
Thanks.
Well, I did acknowledge a local and I rolled a 19 plus his bonus that he's actually heard of you. That is amazing. I wanted to go low and go, I've never heard of this guy. But he has. He has heard of Urbag the bard.
Ah! Stop it.
Yes.
This is the first time.
So, no
It's
one's
never
heard the
happened.
count.
Never happened before.
Oh, you haven't heard the count?
He hasn't heard the count.
I,
No, he hasn't.
I wait till he's finished his noble formalities of
Yes.
letting us into
Yeah,
his
he
house
greets you
and-
in and he ushers you towards he takes you to his study.
What's my sleight of hand?
Okay, entering the study, you notice that strangely enough, the chairs
yes.
within the study are all arranged haphazardly.
Sneaky bit.
Some of them facing in odd directions. So like in the room we're in, all the chairs are facing the table, but like imagine chairs just facing the wall, facing the corner.
What's with the chairs?
He seems to ignore your question. However, observing him, you may roll a religion check. So anyone here can roll a religion check if they wish.
Oh, I had that
Can I
train.
insight him while they're rolling religion?
You can.
22.
No, that one's only a 17.
22.
31 on my insight.
Insight. You can tell that he seems to be.
It's inside.
Since
Sense
motive,
motive.
he's using 5th edition
I'm
terms.
using the wrong words because I listened to too many podcasts.
Okay, so sense motive, right? You can tell that he is nervous, perhaps even fearful of something. You're not quite sure. The religion
They're
check,
on us.
it might be you. You can't actually tell. Maybe it's generic.
He
fear.
has heard of me.
Your religion check tells you that this behavior, where arranging chairs haphazardly, you realize that it is superstitious behavior designed to confuse evil spirits.
But why would they sit facing the walls?
He looks at you intently and he says, "Take a seat.
Are you confused?
Take a seat." Grab a seat.
I grab a seat and turn it towards him.
Yeah.
And sit down.
He takes a seat and he sits down by you, obviously facing you.
The count prefers to stand.
Count prefers to stand.
Ah,
I look around here.
I'm tempted to just.
What is Asha doing?
I'm looking around.
Standing?
Yeah, I'll stand for now, but I want to have a quick look at that. Wait, let me make sure no one's spying on us. And I cast greater detect magic.
Greater detect magic. Hmm.
Kevin's like, damn it! Let's detect all the things. You fucked up my shit.
Damn it. Okay. So many magical implements are within this room. Specifically, there is a. No, would this be magical? Would this be magical? Okay,
The seats are trapped.
the greatest magical thing you notice in the room, aside from you guys, because you guys outshine pretty much everything, there is this closet in the corner of the room that radiates the most magic. There is a ceremonial sword upon the wall that also radiates magic. Can you see magic through walls?
This one can.
How far? Or rather, how thick?
The usual barriers block it. So, yes.
So yeah, we'll ignore the whole length on it, but is it more than like 5 feet or more?
Yeah, definitely. So the barriers that would block it are where is it? Like 3 feet of wood, 5 feet of dirt, 1 foot of stone. Yeah.
Okay. You detect outside the study there is something moving around about the size of a small animal that is also magical.
I go, something's over there.
He looks at you suspiciously. What are you talking about?
I go, I point that
Actually,
direction.
wait. He knows you cast a spell. Yeah, he knows you cast spells. Like, why you cast
I'm
spells?
not. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not hiding it.
Okay. He is now even more suspicious at you for casting a spell.
I
Now,
I
it was
go,
rude to cast a spell in someone's house, especially like explosive spells and things like that.
no. I'm like a magical investigator. I worry about like, spies and like divination.
Is that your actual explanation?
Which is true.
Okay. Well, he appreciates your efforts in some way, and he says, "I am glad that you're taking such care against,
But
things that will do me harm."
you have something living magically over there. Pointed. It looks like. What's the size of what?
A small animal. Yeah.
Like the size of a dog or something over there.
He looks over there, but it's not in the room.
Yeah,
It's outside somewhere. He looks in that direction and he goes, "I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any animals."
There's a thing living on the other side of
Wait,
the wall.
wait. You don't have any animals?
No.
What was the cat?
You let a cat in?
No, you may have let a cat in when you opened your door.
So detect magic still active.
Yeah.
I summon a constrictor snake.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Wait. I also say, before anything, do I recognize the magical aura?
Off? No, you don't.
Okay, so it's not the.
No,
same.
it's not. No, it's not the same.
Okay, I go, yeah. You have like a small dog or cat in the other room on the other side of that wall.
I summon a constrictor snake and tell it to go fetch the cat.
The constrictor snake obeys your orders.
Does it know how to navigate the house?
You'd have to tell me.
Given enough instructions to.
You'd have to tell me how long is your detect magic going?
Forever.
So you can sense the cat and you can sense
It can go up to 7
constrictor.
minutes. Or 9 minutes, sorry.
And you can see the shapes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The constrictor, man, you guys, the constrictor snake goes out and chases down the cat. From your vision, you can still see. Suddenly, there is a burst of magic, and the cat grows into something huge.
Okay,
It completely obliterates the constrictor,
I go,
and then it smashes through a window and escapes into the evening.
Upon hearing
I
the
got-
smash,
your snake
I
eyes.
will
Mess
cast a
up.
spell upon our new dear friend.
Wait, okay. Before that, as he grows larger and dives out,
Yep.
since I know it's something crazy now, I want to determine. I can tell what spell it had on it. Okay, but I'm gonna do a knowledge arcana check to identify his spell aura.
Okay.
So if I see him ever again, should be able to recognize him.
Mhm.
So it's still quite high. At 19. Okay.
Okay, I'll say you are able to recognize that.
Yep.
Whatever that was.
And because
if you
he
see it again.
and because he just untransformed something, I assume that's some sort of spell-like effect.
Yes.
So
you can identify the spell.
Yep. Spellcraft check.
Yep. You may make a spellcraft check.
39.
It was a polymorph spell of some sort.
Okay. I go. Yeah. A spy just got chased out of your house.
And I have cast Sanctuary upon our dear friend.
What does sanctuary do?
Sanctuary. Going back to the spell list.
Thanks for chasing them out.
Sanctuary. So I touch him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Any opponent attempting to directly attack the warded creature, even with a targeted spell, must attempt a will save first.
Okay. He seems quite alarmed that something has smashed through the window, and he asks you, "What is that? Why did you send a snake outside to smash my property?"
I go, no. I rush over to if there's any windows in this room on that
No
side.
windows. This is an enclosed room.
Oh, okay, I go, no. A spy was in your house and the snake chased it out. It It killed the snake, but then it ran away.
He seems thankful, almost happier. There is much less fear in his demeanor.
Yeah. I go. Okay. I'm gonna. My detect magic is still on. I'm gonna. Let's have a look in the other room and see what happened over there.
Looking into the other room, a summoned creature doesn't leave a corpse.
No, it just disappeared.
Disappears.
It's a conjured thing. It's a conjured thing. So when it dies, it's gone.
You see like maybe a side table of some sort knocked over and the window smashed from the inside out.
Yeah.
Other than that, you do not detect any other, like there's no blood stain or anything.
Okay.
That's the question.
He didn't cut himself on the glass.
Nope.
I look around. So at least I can identify the spellcaster now.
I thank you greatly for chasing out a spy within my house.
I inform him that he is in grave danger, as shown from the object.
He looks at you confidently now. But now that you have defeated this grave danger, I'm in no harm, no trouble at all. I feel perfectly safe.
We have defeated nothing good, sir. I do implore you that you are in grave danger.
Oh no, but you have chased my enemies away.
They're still alive.
Well, he seems to know.
Okay. Oh, who are you?
Something.
Who are
Well,
you?
perhaps that is the story. If you will take a seat, I will tell you.
I look at
Since you know you've helped me now.
I look at the seat.
But he's still kind of.
I look at this.
Yeah.
I grab a seat that is not radiating magic.
No, none of the seats were actually radiating magic.
Okay.
So it was, like I said, mainly an ornamental sword upon the wall and a large closet at the corner of the room of the study.
I go.
How
I look
just
at the-
wait.
Yeah.
Wait. What would you roll to detect traps?
That's usually
Perception.
Yeah.
You may roll perception if you wish.
I'm still sitting in the chair.
You are still sitting in a chair. He takes his seat in front of you.
I'm gonna perceive.
Yep.
With a 14.
Probably.
There are no traps in this room. He asks you, lady, why are you looking for? So the three of you are still standing.
Oh no. I was gonna say. But
Yeah.
I looked at my chair, see if it's magical.
Not
If
magical.
it
It's a
was-
simple chair.
And
Yeah.
then like, I'm just do a before I sit down. I do a sense motive. Why is he so insistent when we sit down?
Well, he says,
Which is only a 16.
as far as you can tell, it is only polite to sit down with your guests before having a discussion. on
Okay.
your importance.
That's what I perceive.
Okay.
Of sense. So I sit down.
Okay, you sit down.
So maybe you want to be polite.
When I have no reason to think the person I'm talking to is an asshole.
Yeah.
I choose to lean in the doorway.
Okay, you lean the doorway. What does the count do?
I'm still standing.
Council standing. Then he addresses Sasha. Why are you looking for the eye?
Someone's trying to steal it.
Great Eagle is searching for the eye. They seek to harm any who hold said item.
Sense motive.
25.
More than enough. You notice that it is apparent that he has a fair bit of disdain for the eye, so he doesn't like it. He seems that he hates what it has brought into his life. Okay? He takes out a pipe and fills it with tobacco and he says, go on, how can I help you? The eye is not currently with me.
Where is it?
I have loaned it to the Penhue Foundation. It is a museum on the artist side of town. It is on display there. The eye, of course, belongs to me and me alone.
Please spell Penhue.
Penhew.
This is good. We can still do a heist scene.
Are you saying that out loud?
No, that's just out of
But I'm glad that it is not. It is not in my house. He finishes tapping down the tobacco in his pipe. He lights it and then he washes his hands. And after washing his hands, he seems to rudely kind of just flick his hands and drops of water land on Asha, the Count, and Sasha.
The count recoils
The-
and tries to brush off the
He
water.
seems to ignore your recoil. Yeah, so how can I help you with the eye?
Oh no, that's
We-
fine. That's fine.
We wish to take possession of the eye.
No. The eye is priceless unless you can offer me a suitable amount of coin, I will not be persuaded to part with the eye, even though it's a terrible cursed item.
No, that's fine. Thanks for your time.
I happen to be of quite high noble birth, good sir.
Yeah.
Surely you know.
She's
As
like a
means-
literal princess.
Well, what is your offer? I bought this eye from a traveler in the far eastern lands at great cost.
How much?
200,000 gold.
200. That you paid 200,000 gold.
Yep.
Thanks for your time. Thanks. That's fine. That's fine.
You got ripped off.
We don't need it.
It's an eye that has seen the day of creation.
Wow, supposedly.
So Urbek was the one who asked how much it is. He gets up and he walks over to the ceremonial sword on the wall. He picks it up and he passes it to Urbek. Perhaps you'll be more interested in this artifact. Bard.
What
Urbek
is it?
catches the sword. Appraisal will show that it is not actually worth that much. It's a sword used in blessing ceremonies. Right. Perhaps you want this, peasant artifact. You can't afford my shiny emerald
Just
eye.
How does 250,000 gold sound?
Whoa!
Bluff check.
Raise the price.
I'm not bluffing.
Well,
What?
32.
he says if your offer is genuine, I can be persuaded to accept 250,000 upfront, and I will send a message to the foundation allowing you to take possession of the eye.
For me to produce this much gold, I would need to verify that the item is indeed actually the item.
He says, I can indeed write you a note of introduction to show the museum. However, I don't see why there is much problem. The museum is open to all, and you may go and view the eye in its secure,
But
I reckon we should
ice-proof
just
location.
go and look at it.
to
I reckon
check
we should,
the
yeah,
eye's
definitely go and look at
authenticity,
Yeah.
we would need to
Just make sure that
physically
it's
hold said
secure,
eye to see if it is
Yeah.
indeed
Unfortunately,
the eye and not a counterfeit.
I would not be able to allow that. That is the museum's side of the.
So your priceless item isn't worth 250,000.
Oh, it is. I just don't want to handle it myself.
I didn't say you had to handle it.
You may now make a sense motive check again.
That is 23.
One, yeah. You can tell he genuinely doesn't actually want to touch the eye. He seems to fear it for some reason.
Why are you scared of the eye?
Diplomacy check.
It's good that he did.
I shouldn't say.
38.
38.
Kevin turns the page. That's surely good enough, he says.
Damn it. Your diplomacy has failed like a critical fail.
He says, very well, I believe I can share with you my story then. So it is true that I bought the eye a long time ago from some random guy in the eastern parts of the land. But ever since then, I have been chased down or hunted by a terrible demon. Perhaps the eye was never meant to be in my possession as well. However, I'm far too greedy to just throw it away. So I left it at the museum thinking that I would be left in peace without the eye in my actual direct possession. However, as you've proven now, with that creature that you claim has busted out of my house, I in genuine danger. But at the same time, I believe you have beaten the danger and chased it off. Now I feel quite safe within my walls after I fix my window. Yeah, and that's why I don't really want to touch the eye.
No. Maybe. Yes, possibly.
Well, with
Does
gratitude, Yeah.
the demon does it have a name?
I don't know. I've never seen it before.
It's just a demon.
I believe that, and you can tell without any role that he genuinely believes that he is being chased down by a demon for the eye.
Can I have a note then from you saying that we have permission to inspect on museum property without taking the item from museum property to inspect the item to see if it is indeed.
Quick question while he's distracted.
Yep.
How long has it been since the thing jumped out the window?
How long has it been? About 10 minutes. He says, well, actually, as gratitude for saving me this very night, for I might be dead if you had not turned up, I will give you a note allowing you to view the eye at the Penhill Foundation.
You're welcome, guys.
However, unless you are, like, I expect that you have to go in on normal hours, like don't go in the middle of the night because there'll be no one there, or
Obviously,
Yeah,
we're
obviously.
not
civilized times.
we're not crude like that.
Yeah. But I thank you now that you've helped me beat this terrible, terrible curse.
I do insist that you hire some guards to guard your property as your life is still in danger.
100%.
I will take that into under advisement.
We have scared them off tonight, but once we leave, they may return and take you by force.
I cast modify memory.
Okay. What's the save?
Will.
What's the
Of
DC?
DC?
Is it level 4 spell?
So it's 4 plus your custom modifier plus 10.
Well, the spell DC is 19.
So 19.
19. You may indeed modify his memory. The 3. Plus his bonus, but the 3 is not gonna do it. Yeah.
I modify his memory to reflect in the last 5 minutes that
He sold us.
Can you just
he
erase?
said we can have the gem
And has written so in his note.
and is written so in his note and is going to write us a note to say so.
Does that actually work if it's something he will intrinsically not do?
I'll check the spell.
Yeah.
Can you modify it?
Because there are reasons why he won't do it.
Okay,
So
so
when you're never there.
okay.
Also.
Nah, because we've been there for more,
Yeah, it's been more than 5 minutes. So you
Oh.
can't erase
So it
it.
says you reach into the subject's mind and modify as many as 5 minutes of its memories in one of the following ways.
Okay, no. Wait, here's a very important thing
Yeah.
that you have not accounted for.
What?
A modified memory does not necessarily affect the subject's actions, particularly if it contradicts the creature's natural inclinations.
Yeah.
An illogical memory is dismissed by the creature as a bad dream, such as having too much wine or any other similar excuse. So if you make him do or think of something that is so out of his character, he'll ignore all the effects.
In that case,
Yes.
I change his memory.
That he almost died.
No, because it's been more than
It's
5
been more
minutes.
than 5
That's why I asked how long it was. To reflect that there is something else upstairs.
What?
Oh. Okay. Also,
So your memory of something else upstairs.
So in
Yeah,
the last 5
to
minutes.
scare him.
In the,
Oh!
in the last 5 minutes, something else has come back into the house.
Okay.
And only he heard it.
Also, remember, it takes you 5 minutes to create a 5-minute memory.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with this.
You don't have to be. You don't know what's happening.
Shall I fast forward 5
I
minutes
could
to see what
figure it out.
happens?
I can know what happens.
You can fast forward 5 minutes.
Unless you guys want to ask him questions before the
Because
5
we're leaving,
minutes.
right?
Well, you're going to leave, yeah. Unless you wish to
There's
still.
nothing else.
Are you still there at the end of
Unless-
5 minutes?
Unless we're going to be stealing from him, we're not going to.
We're not going to be stealing from here. We're just going to be stealing from the museum.
And and the range is close 25 foot plus 5 foot per 2 levels. So,
Okay.
It could be just as we've walked out.
So 50 feet.
So just as you walked out.
So literally, as we close the door, he
Okay,
hears
so you
us
don't see it.
upstairs.
Okay, that's fine.
So wait, what? What did you say? So you don't
see him.
see him.
He doesn't see you when his fake memory.
But then when he wonder
Starts.
the door just disappeared out of
He
nowhere.
would literally hear the door close,
See, that's the thing. Do things still happen in that 5 minutes, or is he
No,
just
no, no.
standing there like,
So
yeah.
he's mesmerized
Yeah.
for the 5 minutes. He's creating the fake
Yeah.
memory. The moment he stops it, like he finished making it, he
Yeah.
snaps back into
Yeah,
reality.
so it's like hypnotism.
Because
kind of.
we were just leaving, right?
Okay, so the important question is, when your spell takes an effect, when he snaps out of his mesmerized state, are you still in the room?
We would be. I
I'd
would
choose
say
to do it as we were leaving and he was going.
You can.
I would say he would snap out just as we close the door. So
Oh,
he hears
yeah.
the door
So long
close.
as you're, so long as you
We've
stay.
left,
Yeah.
but we are close enough to respond to him if
Okay.
he feels the need
Okay.
for us to
Like if he
respond.
comes running out, he's like, oh my god!
As you close the door and your mesmerizing spell creates this false memory in him, you hear like a shout of like kind of panic and like
You sort of
sounds of him rummaging around within his house, pretty loud, and like someone running upstairs where you think is where he thinks there's some sort of sound or some sort of intruder. Other than that,
He
after a
grabs
while
his
you hear
sword.
nothing else. Maybe he grabs the sword.
Goes says, "Hi ho, Silver, we kill
Alright.
you."
Do we know where the?
No, we go back.
You can't-
Yes, he has told you that when you go back in.
I'm done with this guy.
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go back because I'm concerned for his safety.
So you go back into his house.
I knock on the door.
You knock on the door. There is no answer.
Is it locked?
No, you left it unless you guys locked it. But I
Okay.
will assume you didn't lock his door.
I open the door.
Yeah, you
I
see
yell
the
out.
hallway in. Yeah,
I'm like, you okay? What was that noise?
you hear no sounds. Make a perception check.
22.
You think you hear sounds coming from the study again.
I mean, if
That's
he,
where he
if he
was.
is dead, then it'd kind of be convenient. Not that I want to kill him, but it'd be convenient because then we wouldn't.
We could find out what is in the closet.
I go back in.
Out of character.
I cast invisibility.
You are invisible. You are back in the house.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Are you going into the study?
Yeah.
But why are you concerned?
Because you guys are being addicted to this guy. He just helped us.
No,
I just want to leave.
no one else knows that I replaced his memory.
Yeah, we all saw you.
You see him standing in front of his closet. The doors are wide open. There is a pile, well not pile, like strung up in the closet. There are lots of amulets, and he sees you enter the room. He turns to you, holding a bunch of his amulets in front of you, and he shouts, "Stand back! I know what you are. You will never drag me to hell."
I'm not taking you to hell.
He looks very panicked and fearful of you now.
I'm not even in the house. I'm just.
You may make a religion check right
Wait,
now.
hang on 1 second.
Yes.
Something ran up the stairs, right?
Yeah.
But he's downstairs.
Well, he's still in the study.
Knowledge
I
religion was it?
walk up the stairs.
Knowledge religion was it?
Yes.
19.
19 is enough to tell you that in his hand is a huge collection of holy symbols of a multitude of religions.
He's like that guy from the Mummy.
Can I cast
No, yeah.
emotions on him?
You may indeed cast calm emotions. What is the saving throw?
Um,
So you are close enough to cast calm emotions,
that's a long distance. That's 25.
but
Yeah.
it needs line of sight now.
Well, I assume I would have followed.
Okay.
action.
When you hear him yelling,
Can I start walking to Penview?
Yes, you can. The count does know that by the time he gets there, it would have been closed for at least an hour. or
Oh,
so.
good. Good. Oh,
he wants
no.
the heist. He wants the heist.
Yeah.
So I'm walking.
I do have enough spells.
You are invisible. You are walking up the stairs.
I tell him,
Okay.
remember, I'm the one that found that spy.
You don't see anything. It is dark up the stairs.
Yeah.
Couple of rooms. You don't hear anything either.
19.
19.
19 will.
Okay, so your calm emotions works. What happens? Like,
You go robot mode, right?
does he just calm down?
Calm emotions. This spell calms agitated creatures. You have no control over affected creatures, but calm emotions Can stop raging creatures from fighting or joyous ones from reveling.
Okay.
Creatures
That's more than enough.
Take violent actions.
Okay. He seems to calm down and he says, "You sure you're not here to harm me?" So he's holding his bunch of
I'm the girl that
holy
found,
amulets.
found that spy 10 minutes ago. Remember?
He says, "Yes, but I heard another sound in my house and I rushed back here to my closet
I'm
to
sorry.
get my protective."
That gnome is a little bit of a prick, and he messed with your mind.
What? Why would you tell him that?
Diplomacy.
I'm okay. This is bad.
Is it a one?
No, it is a 7, but that only gives me a 4.
Okay. He accepts your apology, fair enough, but he says, "I would bid all of you to get out of my house now. You have caused enough trouble."
Fair enough. Don't let that gnome around ever again.
Okay, so he
Yes.
kind of just ushers Sasha
Yeah.
and Asha out of the room.
Lock your door and hide yourself somewhere.
Wait, so you're still invisible?
Yeah.
He's still visible upstairs.
Wait. I think the gnome went upstairs.
You wouldn't know that because he went
Yes, he
invisible.
went invisible.
I would see
No, he went invisible outside.
Yeah.
I went
When-
invisible outside.
and he went in before me.
Yes.
So I would have seen him
No,
cast invisible.
I opened the door
Yeah.
and then went invisible. So you don't know
You
where
wouldn't
I
know
went.
where he went.
I asked, "Where's the gnome?"
She wouldn't know where's the gnome.
Does no one know where the gnome is?
No one knows. Maybe it's with the cow.
Well, I don't trust him, so I'm not gonna cast detect magic. I don't.
Why?
Normal
trying to
detect magic,
destroy
does it
him?
go through
Yeah, same.
same? Okay, so you detect. Well, you detect him. You can tell what his aura is because
Yeah.
of the things.
I've seen
that-
him.
You've
I've
seen
seen
him. Yeah. So you can tell that he's upstairs,
I yell out, "Gnome, get out of his house!"
and obviously the closet and all the magical.
Yeah.
Is there anything
amulets are-
else upstairs?
No, not really. It's just his rooms and nothing. Because you created the sound, or rather, you created the memory of the sound.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
we heard the sound of someone running
Yeah,
upstairs.
and he did go upstairs. Then he came back downstairs.
Oh, you didn't say
Oh,
that.
you didn't say
You
that.
didn't say that he came back
You didn't hear him
upstairs.
come back downstairs. I just said you heard some sounds up thing and
oh, okay.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I
Okay.
kind of got that.
So he ushers Sasha and Asha out of the room.
I go, wait, there's a gnome upstairs. Go get him.
He looks at you and he says, "I didn't see any gnome."
Yeah, I know you can't do the door, do you,
I
love?
just start walking back to the bar.
Yeah, I thought.
I'm going back to our sleeping house. I'm done for
He
today.
pushes you out onto the street, I
Yeah.
guess, and then he says, "Wait, did he actually write you the note yet?"
Yes.
So you have the note.
You said he
No,
wrote the
he.
note. No, you said he wrote the note.
Okay,
No,
you have the
I-
note.
I
Wait, I
have-
thought you were trying to cast a spell right before he wrote the note.
No,
So that you
that
changed
was,
it.
yeah, that was, no, that was said because of. he
Okay,
thought
I'll
he
let the
rolled
note
it.
stand. So you have a note allowing you to view the object in the Penny Foundation. You don't have to pay any sort of entry fee or anything. So he ushers the two of you out, and then he locks and closes, or closes and locks the door. So, Halfling, are you still inside the
No.
house? Or Gnome, are you still inside the house?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm upstairs.
I'm walking back to our.
Okay, you're walking back to the inn.
Yeah, might
you're
as
walking back to the inn. What's the count doing?
Is now realised that the museum is closed and wondering.
That's perfect. It's perfect. Is it dark outside yet?
Oh yeah, it's dark outside.
How long does it take to walk to the museum?
No more than half hour. It's back towards the artist section of town.
You're in a solo mission.
I cast fly. And
Yeah,
go
but-
back to the inn.
Sure.
Alright.
I'm all better off walking together,
Probably.
knowing that I. hold
Okay,
the-
here is a random question. Have you guys been given the description of the artist Gallagher vein?
No.
Physical description? No. Okay.
No.
That's the guy who drew the painting. Yeah, he
I
wasn't
don't
home.
know, Kevin.
He wasn't home.
Have we?
Well, I'm just asking whether
No,
I've given
You
you.
have not,
You
because
have
he
not?
wasn't home the last time they tried looking for him.
Okay,
Okay,
so you know what his grandmother looks like, but you don't know what he looks like.
We
Fair.
didn't ask.
Ah, you didn't ask.
Would she have told you guys?
But even the other guys, like the guys in the shop,
Yeah,
who told
we
you
asked for
that-
the direction of his house.
Yeah.
Okay, so the two of you head back to the inn. You are still in the house
Yeah.
with 9 minutes of invisibility left.
Cast detect secret doors.
You cast detect secret doors. You find a couple of like little lock boxes and stuff like that with valuables in them. Well, you think there are valuables in them. They look like I'm trying to. Is that what you get detected? We'll say you find like a small wall safe as well. Does that count as part of your secret door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I find them all. I don't
Yeah, you
find
find them
what's
all.
in the,
Oh, okay.
unless I actually open them.
Yeah.
Which.
Two
again-
lock boxes and a small wall safe.
Okay. I use disable device to open them.
Which one first?
Wall safe.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Disable device is now. It's up there.
13.
I've got a 9. So 12.
In total?
Yeah.
No, that is not enough to open the wall safe.
We give up on the wall safe and we go to
One of the two lock boxes?
Yeah. also a 12.
That is not enough to open lock
I
box
think even
1.
the most basic lock is like DC 20.
I try
No,
the,
15 is the weakest
Oh,
already.
really?
I try the last lock box.
But this is not the weakest.
12 again?
Yeah.
Well,
12 is
all
good.
three things have
Freeze.
defeated your abilities to unlock them.
And the new dice come out.
And by this time he hears this rummaging up the stairs.
Alright, where's the count gonna go?
So I guess I'm still walking to the museum or
Yes, you are still walking towards the museum.
Okay. Well, let me know when I get there.
Alright, so we'll say these two characters, Sasha and Asha, reach the inn first. Meanwhile, when they reach the inn, you're kind of done with trying to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
These are infinite
No,
locks.
no,
and
I,
then
I have one more thing that I want to do.
Okay.
I'm still invisible, right?
Yeah, you're still invisible, but it's going to run out soon
No,
after
that's
your
fine.
lock picking.
Can I see a quick, easy window to jump out or something?
the
So
smashed open
Windows
ones.
is-
Oh,
The smash
smash
open
open.
one is easy to jump.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I suppose it would be a high jump for you.
I use Summon Monster 3 again.
Okay.
Does he hear him casting the spell?
Does he hear him casting the spell? No, he does not.
And I summon.
What are you trying?
I don't know what he's trying to
Trying to
do.
scare the shit out of me.
What's the point?
He doesn't even have the thing anymore.
No, I know, because
In fact, it's funny because you guys actually did a
He's
good
chaotic.
thing
Yeah.
and saved him from death.
He
I
is
am
chaotic.
Yeah.
and I
And
summon
the guy slighted him, so of course he's
a
spiteful.
Is he chaotic neutral or chaotic good?
chaotic good.
Are you chaotic good?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Because I do anything to.
You do what's right regardless of the law. That's the.
Yeah, and I'm trying to make it so he wants to just give us anger rather than not sell.
Well,
Anyway.
And at the same time, you want him to protect himself appropriately.
Yeah, I'm gonna summon a cheetah,
Okay. A cheetah appears upstairs in his house.
and I command it to go
Maul him.
downstairs and just like do cat things around his legs.
Okay. I think a cat
Right.
thing for a cheetah might be to hunt some prey.
Well, because before it was a cat, right?
What?
Well, you said it was a cat that was
Yeah.
in his house.
Well, I said it was a cat or dog. I never really.
Which cheetah is perfect size for cat or dog?
Okay.
He sees the cheetah downstairs. He grabs his ceremonial sword and attacks it.
What?
Does a 24 beat cheetah's AC?
Yeah.
Flat-footed AC.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me look. Hang on.
Probably would.
Cheetah is not evil.
No.
Cheetahs.
Most of these things.
The cheetah is taking 8 points of damage. I mean, you don't really need to record that, but just know your cheetah's damage now.
I escape out the window.
Okay. Does the cheetah just stay there until it dies?
No, it follows,
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
and then I dismiss it.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
trying-
maybe now he's happy and he's defeated the demon.
Yeah.
He's got man happiness.
Look, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I was going somewhere. I don't know if it worked or not. Let's go steal the diamond.
Do our rooms have windows?
Are you gonna come to the?
Do your rooms have windows?
Museum
Yes,
as
they
well?
do.
Not good.
Are
Because
there
didn't
any
you leave
rooms
the
in
museum? Because of
He still
closed?
got.
I haven't
Oh,
even
They
yeah.
say that there are some internal walls without windows.
Could I change my room to one of those rooms?
You may. There is no nothing stopping you from doing that.
I
I
go to
will
meet.
change my room to
Okay,
one
so
of
an
those.
internal windowless
Here's what I
room.
could do. I could teleport us in. Teleport us out.
Can I suggest
I don't
Hang
go
on,
that way.
hang on. No. This is perfect.
I'm good.
Think about it. This is
I'm
perfect.
good.
You try to teleport.
I'm gonna.
It suddenly goes
I'm
horribly,
gonna
horribly
spend
wrong.
the evening copying a couple of
But
spells
I'll be
into my
teleporting.
spellbook.
I'm teleporting you with me though.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so
I
to
go
at the
back
end,
to the-
where is Urbeg heading towards?
And
Okay, Urbeg's heading towards. The Penhu Foundation is a fairly large building on the artistic side of town, established by a powerful merchant family, the Penhus. Not much is known about these benefactors aside from the fact that they made great riches selling and trading silks and other textiles. The building is located in an area where there are numerous grassy parks around it, carved statues, and opulent fountains. It is known as a museum that houses some of the more exquisite and valuable artistic collections found in Freeport. Generally, this is where the rich of the city display their priceless art for public viewing, provided they meet the entry criteria. So, no hobos,
Yeah.
peasants. Yeah. The place itself is known to be quite secure. From your eyeballing it, as you approach, you will see at least a couple of hired guards. Some of them even look like spellcasters based on the fact that they are holding light orbs rather than like torches. And rumor has it, it also has been advised, their security, by skilled professionals who were once in the thieving line of work. The place is known to be open to the public between the hours of 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. as well as 7 p.m. to 6 p.m. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for special private viewings. Currently, there are no special private viewings this night
Okay, good.
because you can tell that it is all dark. You are there roughly around 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I'm about a minute away, I'll
Yep.
drink an invisibility extract.
Yep.
And then I'll walk up. Can I peer in through a window just to see inside?
As you're walking up, make an Arcana check.
Ooh, you're lucky you avoided that one.
What's Arcana?
Knowledge.
Oh. 29.
Just as you're about to approach one of the windows, you give yourself pause. You realize that inscribed on each window is a special glyph that dispels magic upon anyone approaching within a certain distance of the window.
Okay. Are they on every window?
Pretty much every window has one
And you can see.
that you can see.
Can I stand back and still see inside the building?
You can stand back and see inside the building. It is not very brightly lit inside. You can make out like things like exhibits and stuff like that. So we'll just randomly determine which side of the building you're on. What is room number 7? You are looking into what appears to be a central area. There is a large stone statue in the middle of the room of a humanoid figure. It's holding something, but other than that, you cannot identify what it is.
Okay, but I can see like inside. I can see.
Yes,
the
you can
floor.
see inside. Yeah.
Okay, I'll teleport inside to where I can see.
You teleport
If
inside.
those
where you
glyphs are
see.
anti-magic field, going through might be a problem.
Actually, no, there isn't one.
Okay.
So you teleport inside into the central area.
And to do my roll. But I
Yeah,
feel like
because he could go off target.
Oh, you could go off target.
But because I can actually see it, I think it'll probably be like.
There's if you can see it, it just means that it counts as a familiar area straight away.
It's, 6
Well, that's not a.
69, which I'm pretty sure is fine for like.
69 on a very familiar area. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
If it's very familiar or you can see it.
You find yourself in the central area within the museum. You are beside a large stone statue of a beautiful lady holding up a scarf of some sort. There is a plaque at the base of the statue.
Okay. What does the plaque say?
The plaque says Lady Rain Penhu.
Right. Okay.
You may make a knowledge local or knowledge nobility check, but I won't bother.
Nah,
with-
don't have
Okay,
those.
so you don't know anything.
All right. I'll just look around and see if I can find the eye.
It counts as
The place is rather large. It extends pretty much you're in the center area, so it extends in a couple of different directions. You can tell to the north of you there is the main foyer, because I'll just say anything that's represented with a sign. To the north of you, there's a main foyer, which is towards the entrance of the museum. To your east, you have the antique armor and weapons exhibit and the sculptures and decorative arts exhibit. To the west, you've got paintings, and to the south, there is the guard break room and oriental art.
Huh. I don't know where it would be.
Make a perception check. Yeah, you don't know where it would be.
Not obvious. 16.
16 is enough. You hear sounds of movement coming from the south.
Is that where the guard break room
Yes,
is?
the guard break room is in that direction.
There's no guards like that I can see at the moment.
No, currently in the moment in the central area there are no guards.
Okay, what were the places again? What were the rooms? There was like Oriental, there was paintings.
Oriental to the south, the west was paintings, the east was antique armor and weapons and sculptures and decorative arts.
I'll go there.
Alright. You move there. As you move towards that room, make another perception check.
19.
The room splits off into two different kind of large chambered areas. You can hear that there are sounds in the sculptures and decorative arts area, however not in the antique armor and weapons section. It is quite dark in this part of the museum.
Okay, I've only got invisibility for 10 minutes by the
Yeah.
way, so when the time's elapsed, however long.
Yeah,
when that
well, it
is-
depends on which way you go, so I'll tell you. So, where would you like to go? You can hear sounds coming from the sculptures and decorative arts area.
Ooh,
What was that?
that's just me, my ass making some weird sounds. I don't know.
Oh, dude.
I
Dude.
didn't fart, it was all internal.
Dude.
Oh, thank you, Stream Gold. Recorded forever.
Where would you like to go?
It's great when you just forget you're on stream.
Yeah.
Moving along.
The shame you have brought to your family.
So much shame.
The couch teleports back
the
to
place was-
Tremaine.
The place where the sounds are coming from, I go in there.
Yep.
What do I find? What do I see?
So the place where the sounds are coming from.
Yeah.
You peek around the corner and you find yourself in the sculptures and decorative arts. There are stone busts of very different people, and you can kind of guess that some of them are famous. Oh, that's on importance. There appear to be 4 heavily armed guards here, like kind of standing at guard, but they're also kind of talking to each other. They have not noticed you at like peeking through the doorway.
Okay, so I'm still invisible though.
You are still invisible. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to be stealthy and walk in there.
Make a stealth check. Against passive.
What's... I don't have...
Is there like?
I think that's what's my dex
I think it's
modifier?
dex. Yeah.
So 17.
17. You make yourself available. While you make your way into the room, they have not noticed you. Again, like I said, you are in a room, large room with stone busts of many different people.
Only stone busts, nothing...
Only stone busts, nothing like treasure or anything.
Ah, okay, I'll walk
There
in.
are 4 guards here. They seem to be like talking amongst themselves, but it's generic stuff like, you know, did you see that explosion in the ship earlier today at the port? Kind of.
Okay, I walk back out.
Okay, you walk back out.
What are the other sections again? There's...
So the room that you missed, it was the antique armors,
Okay,
and then
right.
again, like I said, further south was the guard barracks and oriental art.
Okay, I'll go there.
All right. How many minutes?
10.
10. Make a perception check.
Oh, crap. Like
That's more than enough.
33.
As you're walking past a window, you notice movement from a nearby building across. So it's not part of the museum, nearby building. You catch a glimpse of someone's face watching pretty much watching you through the window. Because of your 20, you can tell that it is Olive.
Huh.
And she has noticed you skulking around. She seems to see you even though you're invisible.
Even with my non-detection.
Oh, you've got non-detection.
Yeah.
Wait, that's just scrying, isn't it?
Or divination.
Or divination. Okay, she is watching the building. She has not noticed you.
Okay. Good.
Alright. You make your way towards the Oriental art area. Here you find, it's deserted so there's no guards, you find displays of Oriental nature, from armor to weapons to sculptures and paintings, so of the Far East. The corridor continues southward, and there's a sign there that says private function room. However, at this stage your invisibility is starting to wear off.
Okay.
Like, you're aware that it's gonna wear off.
That's fine. I don't notice that.
Okay.
Would I notice it?
Would you not? Well, you know innately how long your spells take and
Yeah.
when it fades away.
Okay. I'm pretty confident that I don't need to use another one. So I'll try the door to the private exhibit.
You will try the door to the private function room. Make a perception roll.
Lots, like 31 or 29.
Okay. So that doesn't happen. The door is locked to the private function room. Like trying the door handle, it is locked.
Okay. What other rooms are there around?
Around there is. So back out, like I said, is the guards room. You've just walked past the Oriental weapons and armor room. So the only way ahead is the private function room.
I'll try and force the door.
You'll try and force the door. So make a strength check, I guess.
Oh, actually, no. I've actually got
Unless
decent.
you've got some sort of spell or something.
Would it be?
Disable device is another thing you could try.
I'm so good at disabling devices. I will do that. I'll try to pick the lock. 18.
18 is actually not enough. So you cannot unlock the way towards the private function room.
Yeah, I'll try and break the door down.
Immediately, alarms begin to ring. You hear sounds of the guards from the room that you previously passed, so the one that has the sculptures and things, as well as from the guard quarters. So in both directions, converging towards the corridor that you're in.
Okay, can I try and make another attempt to break it down?
You can. So it is a strength check.
10.
Nope, that is not enough. You hear the footsteps of the guards coming closer, and you still have ability to do actions if you wish.
Okay, I'll try to break the door down again.
You are the worst thief.
You are the worst.
This is how he exits the campaign.
10 again.
Thrown in jail.
Nope.
What a fitting end.
Make a will saving throw.
Oh shit. 18.
18 is actually enough to pass. You feel someone approaching and casting a spell upon you. However, you have managed to resist the spell. So I guess you're facing the door. So behind you, you hear loud footsteps and shouts of intruder.
Okay, the Count panics when he realizes he's no longer invisible.
Yes,
and
he realizes he's no longer invisible.
People are casting spells and coming to find him. So he, in a panic, uses the last charge on his boots of teleportation.
Okay.
To
teleport away.
Try and teleport back to the inn, but being in such a panicked state of mind, he completely messes it up.
It's the thing that you've only ever been in the inn once, so it only counts as viewed once.
Oh yeah, true. But yeah, let's just say that
it's true.
Let's just say that he panics.
In his panic, the Count tries to teleport. However, he never makes it to the inn, and who knows where he has ended up. With the remaining three of you, you wait at the inn, hoping that the Count would return. However, no sign of him.
Do a secret roll to see where you might end up, because the chances of you landing on target is actually still quite high.
But he doesn't want to.
I know, but I just want to see. Wonder if he ever does.
Oh, 97. There's actually a high chance. Of
97 is a
Listen.
97 is a mishap.
Oh, it is a thing. So he legitimately missed
He
that.
legitimately mishaps. He gets scrambled. Now, okay, roll d20 plus 80.
What?
That's what happens on a mishap. You have to roll d20 plus 80.
So roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
Somewhere between 81 and
Oh, okay.
100.
85.
85. That's second time.
Lost in space.
85. Okay, for that time he is now off target in a random. 85. Yeah.
Yeah.
Off target by a random direction based on the distance that you were going.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as interesting if I just teleported somewhere slightly further away in
Yeah.
Freeport.
No, you went in a completely random direction and you got scrambled.
I teleported 100 miles away somewhere.
Or you got scrambled. Who knows what it did to your brain? You actually landed in the asylum.
Maybe I teleported somewhere and, like, because I got scrambled, maybe fix my memory?
You were in Tremaine.
No, wouldn't it be funnier if you actually landed? You know how you're trying to fake a night at the asylum?
Yeah.
You landed in your asylum room with your mind scrambled amnesia.
Oh my god, that's kind of perfect.
Maybe
Maybe that's what happened.
we don't know though.
Maybe, we don't know. And with that, our friend the Count leaves us. Thank you, Tommy.
Legitimate mishap.
Legitimate mishap.
Pretty happy with that.
And
And is that the end of tonight?
That is the end of tonight. We will continue next week.
you have
I'm
amnesia
just gonna see.
at the asylum.
Wow,
That could actually be, like, yeah, really
doesn't
interesting.
matter.
So our friend Thomas is going to leave us for Canada.
For Canada.
Wish him all the best.
And we got him some appropriate clothing. You can't see it. But
Oh, I
he's
think they
going to
can now.
Canada. No,
Plaid.
I think that completes the
The
lumberjack.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the receipt because I don't know if the size is right or not.
You have 3 days to get the correct size.
It was super expensive.
I can tell. There's the price tag on.
For those who don't know, and maybe an international viewer, we have a place here in New Zealand called The Warehouse. It's also in Australia.
It is a place for connoisseurs of fine clothing.
Similar to Walmart.
Target, perhaps?
I want to say Target.
Yeah, Target.
Because Walmart is like Kmart. for
Yeah,
us.
Walmart like Kmart. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
We actually have to take a picture, I think.
And we thank him for joining us.
Shall we
No layer.
leave the price tag?
Yeah, leave the price tag completely visible.
Okay, cool. Yep, it's actually a good fit.
Alright.
Now I just need some kind of axe.
Oh, and hat with the ear flaps.
Oh, yes.
Hat with the ear flaps.
In case
cool.
you decide you want to get a size bigger.
Cool.
But
Cheers.
thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of
Sorry, Leia.
of Pathfinder Thursday.
Hope to join us next week.
Yeah, hope to see you next week. That'd be really cool. And we'll
Not a
recap.
fan.
Oh no, we're gonna have a break next week.
Are you not around?
I'm not here.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Shay's
Okay, we'll have a break next week and we'll resume the following week.
Yeah. So thanks guys, and see you
Thank you.
tomorrow. Oh, not even tomorrow night. Maybe
Oh,
tomorrow.
you're not doing
I
tomorrow?
don't know yet. I need to check in the